recorded this. Oh, I look like shit. I recorded this yesterday, but it definitely could have been done a lot better. So this time I have Dominic with me. Okay. I just ate a bunch of veggies and I'm satisfied with my care. Yeah, it was November 25th. What was I wearing?
Khakis.
If we met November 25th, then what was I wearing?
Jeans.
Yeah. If you just go by the color, I mean, like, what color was my shirt?
I don't know. I know you had like bras and shit in your hand.
You told me you didn't. You know that because of the story, or you actually remember now? Because you told me you didn't.
I didn't, but you told me.
No, you're such a liar. You're a liar.
That's what you keep telling me. You telling me that you had bras and whatnot in your hand. I didn't know that.
He did know that because I was walking around with them. Anyway, so I was wearing a blue Hollister shirt.
Blue, that's right. I wanted to say blue, but I didn't want to be wrong because you're mean.
I am really mean. And I was wearing a blue long sleeve Hollister shirt. And he was wearing the hoodie that I always wear because it's mine now, duh. And a little bit of his tattoo was showing like that, how it is now. And he had his cowboy hat on. That will be in the story too. Revealing the name of Dominic's cowboy hat. So I was with my friend and I had to go to the bathroom. So we went in the back of the store to that bathroom. And when I came out, I saw him with his uncle, and he didn't notice me at this point. But I was like, dibs on him. I like him. I want him. Him's cute. And then we were just like going about our day. I finally went and got my bras and underwear I needed. And so we were carrying them around. I was like dancing through the store, but just being real stupid like teenage girls do. And then we were calmed down, and we went to go get the makeup. And that's when I spotted the handsome man again. But this time, his eyes were locked on my body. Is that how you want me to explain that?
It's pretty accurate.
No, it was like the biggest time I've ever gotten checked out. And I got all like flushed. And I was like, oh my God, like what do I do? I've never had anyone look at me like that. So I was like all like giggly on the inside, but like trying to play it cool on the outside. How did that work?
Pretty good for you. I mean, look where we're at.
Shut up. I meant like, could you tell that I was like giggly? Yes. Like this, my bad. And then he was going to the checkout line, and I looked back again, and he's still looking at me, or it looked at me again. I don't know. So then I look back again. And he is in the checkout line. So you act like you can't drive directly out of the sun instead. I look back again, but this time he's like in the checkout line, so I'm like, oh, I gotta do something. So I turn around and I give him a little wave. What did my wave look like? Wave. That is not.
Yes,
it was cuter than
that.
that.
No, you literally went like this.
I swear I didn't. In my head I played it cool.
No, you went.
I didn't know that. So in my head, I'm gonna like put a gif up of like what I looked like because it was a lot cute.
It was real quick.
I thought I was so cute. Why did you pick? So apparently I waved at him like he was a stranger that wouldn't stop saying what you were. Don't you turn here?
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently I'm giving a little wave. And sorry, I'm just not over that because I didn't know that's what it looked like. So me and my friend are in the makeup line. And I look back again. I was like, dang, I really missed that opportunity. But when I go to look back, he's scanning for some stuff, you know. Not even like obvious. He's just like literally going like, who looks for things like this? Which, in his defense, that is how he does it. It's kind of annoying. But that was in the middle of the road when we left. That's gross. But, yeah, scanning. Looking for everything in Kmart, making sure he's getting those good things. So when I look back again, he's at the Christmas trees.
He did a fucking Christmas tree.
Like, so at this point, I was like, okay. But I still just let it go because I'm not about to talk to him first, and if he's not gonna work up the nerve, I'm not going to either. But then my friend and I were joking, like, oh, like, let's invite him to Walmart. So I pop out of the aisle and I'm like, hey, do you want to go to Walmart? Like, jokingly. And there he is, standing right there at the very edge of my aisle. So what do? I sprint away like every normal person would. Oh my god. Was I fast?
I don't know.
Was that what made you attracted to me? As I was Kmart's track star.
Oh yeah.
Track star of the decade. I'm just kidding. So what'd you end up doing?
Continue. I'm driving.
He's late. So I asked him to go to Walmart with me, and I worked up the nerve for him. Since I looked freaking dumb, what more damage could be done? I just ran away from him. So he's like, did you wave at me? And I was like, yeah. I probably said it like that too.
You were like, yeah, I did.
Oh, see, girl, I was confident. Well, I also thought it's probably because I thought I waved really cute. I didn't. Well, I said, yeah, I did. So then he's like, how old are you? No, you're like, why do I forget? Yeah, you're like, did you wave at me? I said, yeah, I did. And you're like, oh, I told my uncle it was him. I was like, well, that's really embarrassing. Don't do that. And then I told him that I liked his hat, and he said, thanks. It cost a pretty penny. I thought this freaker said, thanks, I call it pretty penny. And I'm like, you call your hat pretty penny? And my friend looked at me and said, stop talking. Because that was embarrassing. That was like a whole fiasco where I was just like, okay, he's not going to want to be with me because I'm stupid. And then we talked a little bit more, not a lot. And he goes, well, he says, how old are you guys? And I said, I'm 18. And he said, oh, okay. And it was nice to... I was holding her. He said it was nice to get to know you guys. And my friend goes, without missing a beat, you can get to know her more. He pulls his phone out, which he swears up and down that he would have asked for my number anyway. But I don't believe him. I think she was really the plug there. So he hands me his phone, and I write my name in it, and I put my number in it, and I was like, so what's your name? And smoothly, I was like intrigued. I was like, and I asked him his name, and he goes, you'll find out. And I was like, what do you mean? And I was like really confused. And then he walks away, and I was like, he won't like we both were like, that's kind of weird. But I was like, well, now I really want to talk to him because I got to know his name. And I get a text that says it's Dominic. So I'm like doing my happy dance because like Dominic's a really good name. Like I love the name Dominic. And like so I was happy dancing, and here he comes right back. Did you get my text? You were so smooth just to come back and be. Did you get my text?
I had to make sure you got it before I left the store. Because if you wouldn't have got it, then we wouldn't be here.
Just kidding. So as I leave the store, he's going to watch Thor. I already watched Thor. I tried to go again. He's with his uncle, and I'm in the checkout line, and I get a Snapchat from Dominic Harden Jr. Yeah, he's like, if I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna talk. We gonna talk for days. So I got his number. He always liked to call me on the phone, and I was not a phone caller. And he also liked to FaceTime, and I was not a FaceTimer. like, if you didn't see me, you probably would have thought I was catfish. I'm like, no, you can't call me. No, you cannot FaceTime me. He lived 2 hours away. He lived all the way in, no, you don't live there, so I can say. He lived all the way in Nelsonville, and I lived in the Hillsborough area. I'm giving out like people still live there. So, like, the fact that we met at a Kmart when I lived half hour away, which isn't that far for that, and then he lived 2 freaking hours away and was just visiting family. Like, what are the chances of being in a store that's closing down when, like, I don't go there, he doesn't go there? I'm like, man, fate. It was fate and love at first sight. When do you say that you first knew that you loved me?
What do I say?
What do you say? That's for them to know. I already know. This is for them. You have to say it because it's cuter when you say it.
Well,
Because it's from you.
what did I say?
When I waved at him.
I wanted to make sure you actually knew it.
Oh, well, yeah, you knew. Here's when I waved at him. And his was when he checked me out. I was like, I'm marrying him. So that is how we met. And if you want, I keep trying to include Dominic in my like YouTube videos, because we're about to be a family channel. So like and subscribe and share it with your friends, because this is a funny video. And don't follow his Instagram because he only posts about bull riding. And I'm just kidding. He posted one thing. You can follow my Instagram and my Twitter. Actually, I said in a video before that my Twitter probably isn't that good to follow because, like, it's pointless. But actually, my Twitter is hilarious because I'm a hoot. So you can follow that. And that's really all I have to say. See ya. Say see ya.
See ya.